The Beaufort County Sheriff's Office has arrested two men in connection to a shooting that happened last month. Jamari Allen and Jamarion Brandt now facing several charges in connection to the shooting, which was reported in the Grays Hill neighborhood on the 30th. Investigators determined that Allen was one of two suspects, leading to his arrest on Thursday. Deputies say they also discovered large amounts of marijuana and several weapons at the home where he was arrested. Both now facing several charges, including malicious injury to property and aggravated breach of peace. Brandt was arrested in Berkeley in Richland County Friday and is charged with assault and possession of a weapon by a convicted felon.